This demonstration we're going to have a look at updating a device driver, rolling back a device driver and then installing a driver into the driver store. Now the purpose of updating a device driver is it could be a case of when the hardware was released the driver was working fine, or it could be that it was released with maybe a few little issues along with it. So one of the things that we may want to do is download a newer driver which will actually work better with the hardware that we have in place, as the device driver is the little bit of software that interfaces from the operating system through to the hardware. So what we're going to do first off is we're just going to launch up computer management. So start, computer, and then manage. One of the options we've got under the management is we actually have device manager. So if we have a look here, we've got device manager. So what we'll do is we'll just maximize this up. Once we're in here, what we're going to do here is we're just going to update the driver for our standard PS2 keyboard. So what we'll do here, we'll go to our keyboard, right click on our keyboard, and what we'll do is we'll update our driver software. Right, what we're going to do now is we're just going to have a look here and we're just going to browse the computer. We're going to browse for driver software on the computer here, so what we'll do is we'll just actually browse through. So we'll just let me pick from a list of device drivers on my computer, and what we're going to do here is we're just going to install the PC-AT Enhanced PS2 keyboard and select next. Click close, and as it's saying here we just need to restart our machine now, so we'll just say yes, restart the machine, and now what we've done is we've upgraded the keyboard driver. So what we'll do just while this is restarting, we'll just pause the video and return back after we've rebooted. Now our machine's restarted, so let's just go back to computer management. And once we get into computer management, we'll just go back to device driver. So into device manager, have a look at device drivers, we'll have a look at the keyboards, and we can see indeed we have changed that driver. Now one of the things that we might find here is actually that new driver didn't work correctly. So what we're going to do here is we're going to roll it back. So we'll right click here, we'll just go to the properties, and what we want to do here is take the driver and we just want to roll the driver back so we get the original driver back. So it's just telling us back it's going to roll back to the previous device driver. It may reduce the functionality, but in my case we'll just pretend that it's actually ruined the productivity by installing this new keyboard driver, so I want to roll back to the previous one. So we'll say yes, click OK, we'll restart the machine again, and at this point pause the video again just while it's restarting. Well, the machine's back up, so again just back into device manager. And what we're looking for here is we're just making sure that we definitely have rolled back this device driver correctly. So now we're in here, just have a look at keyboards, and we have indeed rolled this back. Now one of the other things that you might want to do here is you might want to give the users the ability to install their own device drivers purely for the hardware that they're going to add. Now what we don't want to do is give all of our users administrator access. So one of the things we can do with Windows 7 is add drivers to a thing called the driver store. Now the advantage of this is the drivers will be installed already on the machine. Users, let's say for example, plug in a new printer, the driver's already made available to the user. All they have to do is add the correct driver. Now in order to do that, we need to do that through the command prompt. So what we're going to do here is just run this as administrator. Now we're in here, what we're going to do here is we're just going to use the PNP utility. So I'm just going to swap my drive, clear the screen, and type in the command that will allow me to add the driver to the driver store. Right, so we're typing in PNP util -a. We're taking the file, I'm going to add this file into the driver store, yet again to make it easier for users to add their own printers. As long as it's a DeskJet 960, they won't have to install the driver themselves, it will be pulled direct from the driver store. Right, so just adding this in now. As we can see, it's successful. So now what we'll do here is we'll just verify and take a note of the version. So if we do PNP util, now that we've typed this in here, all we're going to do is do a -e, and what we can see now is we can see all of the drivers sitting in the driver store. And that's the end of this quick demonstration. Thanks very much.